tough, man. I'm tough. Not you're not gonna punk me today. Uh, okay, okay. So, um, all right, let me share this, y'all. What's going on? Von Django is crazy, yo. That's a crazy name. What's going on, Ayash? Hey, Ayash, did that cat ever hit you about doing a class down there in Black Wall Street? That's the Ayash. Ayash Kabawa. Did that cat hit you up? Because I was curious to know if that cat hit you up or not. This how you know. That's how you be knowing is if not. You know it's now Ayash. You know what that mean? That mean he ain't gonna hit you up. Because if he was gonna hit you up, he would have hit you up by now. Because that was like 2 weeks ago. That was like 2 weeks ago when he came up with that and said he wanted me to do the show, excuse me, live, and I said I would do it. You know what I mean? So, and that's why I always appreciate brothers like Ayash Kabawat, and I don't appreciate brothers that call and live in a fantasy world or doing something because then when they got to start doing work, they don't want to do work. Listen, I just put the link in the chat, and I'll call you out on your bullshit. And so that cat was full of shit because he didn't reach out, and he should have reached out. I told him how to do it. Wow. And let's say if he lost contact and information like that, he could always came back here and said, "Cap, I lost the information." So I don't be having that. I don't be what? So I don't be having that care, man. This work is serious. This work is serious to do, and if you about it, you about it. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. Let me go ahead and put this link up in here. I'm about to put the link for tides. Make sure y'all paying y'all tides as well. Let me go back to the link. Let me go. This ain't gonna be a long. Y'all not gonna punk me today. I'm just telling y'all now. Y'all not gonna punk me today and have me on here for an hour. It's not gonna be a long live stream. Shout out to your Shiar. Um, where now if you want to call in, you can call in. Of course, I take calls. I mainly did this live stream because I just want to talk about a story. Now the story is kind of old, but it's a story. You know how you know y'all ain't gonna have me on here live? Now I dare y'all, 'cause I'm already putting my pre-workout in. Uh, that pre-workout get to kicking in, boy. It'd be like, go work out, go work out, go work out. So, but y'all could call in if you got a question. So now this story that I'm gonna talk about, this story is a couple days old, but I never got. I always said I was gonna talk about the story, and but I kept forgetting about it because I do all the subjects every time I go live. I always do a live. It's random, so I try to look up, like what's popping, what's a good subject to talk about, and so I just was missing that story, unfortunately, but I remembered it last night, and I wanted to make sure um, that I did the story. So let me get this story. Give me 1 second. Is there anything else going on? If I didn't tell y'all, they are editing they're editing the footage for the Tommy G video footage that y'all saw when Tommy G and them they filmed us. So they filmed us at Hebrew Academy. They filmed us at um, the school. They filmed us at Times Square. They filmed us at the cookout. So they got a lot of footage of us. And so they started doing the editing process. The reason I know they started doing the editing process is because they let me get rid of this person. The reason why I know they started doing the editing process because they were sending me pictures of brothers in the school and just asking me their name. So we'll see when that video comes out. I also got another type of documentary like that coming up. Um, Working with some people. I don't like to announce nothing unless when we actually doing it. So I do got something else coming up as far as being filmed that should be done. That should start in about it's the week of the election. So the week of the election, I'm be doing some filming there too. Also the week of the election, I'll be doing Killstream, a Shalom Hawar. The week of the election, I'm gonna be doing some kills. I'm gonna be on Killstream's platform, um, so that we could talk about the whole election, everybody losing their damn mind. Make sure y'all thumb up the video. We got 133 people in here, man. Let's thumb up the video. Let me thumb it up myself. Y'all hating ass niggas, man. Don't want to thumb up the video. Thumb up the video, man. It helps the algorithm, as they say. Oh, we got 178 people. We only got 21 likes. Like, where's the love at, man? If y'all love your boy, holla at y'all. Also, too, I told y'all about my imports yesterday. This is my import. This is like my favorite right now. This is called Elixir. But today, I got Baccarat Rogue Extreme coming in. So when you go on my website and you see the imports, when you see that Baccarat Rogue, I think I have it as Rogue 540. That Rogue 540 is the extreme. So if y'all think the regular Baccarat that I have is good, this will be more intense of Baccarat. All right. Yeah, if you just tap the screen, you like she capping. Not her over here capping. Um what I was saying, what I was saying was the Baccarat Rogue that I have is extreme and it's imported. So don't let the size of the bottle fool you. This size of this bottle, this imported oil is fire. So you want to make sure you tap in on that. So what I wanted to talk to y'all about, uh, what is it? Get out. Let me see. I think they got a video of it, right? Yes. So let me see. Let me see here. This goes. Let me see. I want y'all to look at this shit here. I want y'all to look at this, right? Now remember what Get Out was about. Get Out was so spiritual. I remember General Commander Jenny Hanna did such an excellent breakdown on Get Out. Get Out was so spiritual because Get Out was about this white woman or this white couple or this white group of people that would get black people and then white people would impart their brain into the black person so that they could live in the black person's body. And so the way that they was getting black men was they had caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, Cap? This Theo. I'm from North Carolina.
What's up, Theo? You got a question or a comment?
Yeah, I just got a question. It's off topic. I didn't
Yeah,
mean to
that's
cut
fine.
you off.
No,
I
no, no,
think
no,
it's
no,
trying to
no,
go.
no, no. That's it's designed for that. I'll remember where I left off at. You good?
Okay, yeah. So I got a question, man. So, studying Daniel and the four kingdoms,
Hmm.
and you know how, like, most of the Israelite doctrine is that the little horn would be considered the United States. Is that how you see it too?
Yeah.
Okay. How do so you know the all right? So the 10 nations, and then the little horn rose up and took out the three nations. Sometimes people have a problem with how our doctrine goes from Rome and then all the way to the United States. And sometimes I have a problem with trying to fill that gap in. Typically, the way I understand it is that in Revelation 12 and 6, it talks about the Israelites' protection for 1,260 days, um, which to me would be after Rome is destroyed, and the Israelites are protected for 1,260 days. And then from like I would say 200 AD to about 1400 AD is around the time the United States rise up and become the little horn that take out the French, Spain, and Britain. Is that
Remember,
is that
there's
how
no.
that goes?
I don't like really using. I think some people do use that 1260. I've heard that before. I
Okay.
don't know. I would have to check to see if my school uses that. But
Okay.
remember when you're looking at when you're looking at prophecies, right? Prophecies ain't
Uh-huh.
based on time. Like them four beasts, the little horn. You take the four
Yeah.
beasts in Daniel, that goes right in line with Revelations the 13th chapter. And so
Mm-hmm.
in Revelations 13th chapter when it says the wound was healed,
Yep. Mm-hmm.
that's America healing the wound of Rome. So
Okay.
that
Okay.
so so when you read that when that wound was healed, and everybody wondered at that beast that healed that wound. So everybody wonders at
Mm-hmm.
America. So what does that mean when it says healed? The Capitol Hill, the Senate, the Republicans, the democracy, everything that America does is catered after Rome. But also everything that America does is catered after the Persians, after the Babylonians. Like that beast
Oh
or the
wow.
last beast in Egypt, it incorporates everything. That's why excuse me, that's why it's called Babylon. When it says Babylon the Great is fallen, which is kind of like stretching your answer, but to answer the part about Rome and why it goes from Rome to America is because Rome was dead until America resurrected Rome. Even what they call a Roman Catholic Church, the Roman Catholic Church is just a church. That's not Rome.
Okay.
But Rome is America. Like Rome is built. I mean, America is built just like Rome was. Even the games. You know what the games are called today? The NFL, basketball, baseball. Even that's catered after Rome. It's a big giant stadium. Everybody comes, and then that's how they're distracted from what politics and stuff like that. And they could use the people, just like the sports arena, the people in the gladiators would damn near become more popular than the Senate or the leaders, is the same way it is today. So what do they do when they running for office? They using the popular people to do so. So
Mm-hmm.
when it talks about that wound or that little horn, that's how you
Mm-hmm.
match them. That's how you match them too.
Okay. Gotcha. Gotcha.
Mhm.
Um. Yeah, man. I mean, that's really my only question because I was confused. I was thinking, it was the Revelation 12:6. Talk about 1,200. But I know you said, you have to see if y'all use that
Yeah,
too.
yeah, because I've heard people use that. I just don't know if we use that. I don't know if my school uses
Okay.
that. Mhm.
Okay. Gotcha. And do you know the 10 horns I'm talking about? You don't got to if you don't. I think I
I
know
I
them.
used to. I have. If I had my book bag, I got them written down. So the 10 horns. I know America is a horn. Um, Belgium, Germany.
Yeah, Belgium. I think it's France, Italy,
Yeah. So the way I have it broken.
Spain.
Yeah. So the way I have it broken down is I have the horns broken down with the 7 heads that they're attached to. So like each so
Okay.
I have 7 heads and 10 horns. So the ten
Uh-huh.
horns are assigned. So like Austria is the Britain, and I might be saying it wrong. So what I'll do is um I got your phone number. This is your phone number 7. Just text me, right? And when I get to my
Okay.
crib, I'm gonna send you the picture that I have that has it broken down.
Okay.
All right.
Oh man, I really appreciate that, Cap, so much.
Hey, no sweat, brother.
Hey man, keep doing what you're doing. I appreciate it. I'll let you get
Thank
back
you,
to it,
man.
brother.
All right. Take it. Take
All right,
care.
thank you.
Shalom. All right.
All right, bro.
So when you watch Get Out is about and how they would get the black men to come into their community. They would take a white woman and have her seduce the black man, convince the black man to come to the family, and the next thing you know, they got the whole tea thing, got them convinced, got them seduced, and so get out means get out of the white woman. That's what it's supposed to be. You're supposed to get out of the white woman. And so they make this statue for this brother. And then the baddest nigga in the whole Get Out was the dark skinned brother that was well, they both dark skinned, but the heavy set dark skinned brother that was suspicious the whole time of that white woman. And without him, he wouldn't even got saved. And so whenever they want to remind black people of their place, y'all ever see that Martin Luther King statue they did in Boston? hold up, not the sidebar, not the sidebar. Look at this freaky shit. Y'all talk about 69 God, you freaky ass nigga. Y'all ever see that Martin Luther King statue in Boston? Now I need somebody to help me out. What the hell that look like? Somebody help. This the Martin Luther King statue. Let me give you a couple different angles. Let me give you a couple. This the other part of that statue. It looked like his face is full out in vagina. Listen, that's a freaky ass nigga. You a 69 guy right there. Tell me. Well, that's not a pause. You can have your face in. I don't know what world you live in, Adolphus, but you can put your face in vagina. It's. Let me calm down. Um, y'all about to make me go left field in this bitch. Um, that nigga look like his face is in full out vagina, and it looked like she enjoying it so much she got his hand around his head, making sure I ain't drawing Gotti. I'm saying it right. It looked like that hand. It got his head, so it don't go nowhere. Now you have to have that experience to know what I'm talking about. But that's what that shit look like right there. That's the Martin Luther King statue. Freaky ass nigga. He is 60. What is the point of that statue? Just tell me what's the point. Tell me what sense that statue make. Cause I don't know. I don't know what sense that statue. When I saw that picture and I put that picture up, everybody asked me what that is. I said that's the Martin Luther King statue. Hmm. They did that boy. They did that boy nasty. Nasty work. Nasty work. Nasty work. Anthony says, all right, but if you're gonna have now, this ain't CMOS, that's my pre-workout, Cotty. Anthony said it's art. Art gotta reflect real life. So now I say that to say, let's watch the unveiling. So this is the unveiling of the statue that they did for Get Out. Now you would think that if they was gonna do a Get Out statue, it should be like when he beating that white boy up, because the cat could fight. He was a sucker for white women, but the cat could fight. He beat the white boy up, beat the mama up, beat them all up. You think they would have had a picture like that? Let's look and see what they put out there. Watch this. Y'all hear the music? Y'all hear the music? Wait. That's the first time I played that video. Did y'all hear they put soul to soul? I gotta show this to y'all again. I want y'all to pay attention. I want y'all to pay attention. I'm gonna turn. Let me turn my volume all the way up so y'all can hear it. Wow. Are you ready? So, first of all, London is your hometown. How does it feel having this statue here? Well, I want to hear what he say. I want to hear what he say. I ain't really got anything to say about it. I'm gonna elaborate. This is kind of nuts. But yeah, we're here though. We ain't got to move like it's normal, you know? Listen, I think that when they asked him the question and he said it's kind of nuts, he's not saying it's kind of nuts is a good thing. Remember, this is the Get Out actor. He noticed some bullshit. The stature that they make of this nigga is when he was falling into the zone because he was about to get unalived by white people. He was about to get his brain taken out, and a white man was taking his brain. Let me play it again. So, first of all, London is your hometown. How does it feel having this statue here in Leicester Square? People, I haven't really got anything sexy to say. It's gonna elaborate. It's gonna nuts. Yeah, we're here, man. You ain't got to move like it's normal. Yeah? Hey, I don't. Like they could have had a like Cotty said, they could have had a statue of him running. Um, pardon me, Timothy Riley say that. Pardon me, for I must say it is giving me a heavy heart, and it should give you a heavy heart. Because I'm gonna tell you that statue is indicative of also when Barack Obama made black men feel short for not voting for or supporting Kamala Harris. They both were the same thing. Sea moss is lawful. Tuna fish is unlawful. Tuna fish doesn't have scales. Tuna fish has fins, but tuna fish doesn't have scales. Sea moss is lawful, but that get out that statue would get out is the same thing what Barack Obama said, and I like the way Jennifer Hyman broke it down. When Jennifer Hyman said Barack Obama said that for white America, he was right when he said that because they placate on black men so much. Think about this. So first, the Get Out statue. That statue is to symbolize that niggas will always be falling. And you welcome to Frank Durant. Don't let nobody tell you CMOS is unlawful. That's the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my life. And the last, you might partly be right that some tuna. So you just all you want to do. Let's say if you well, this what you do. First of all, the tuna that they selling in the store don't have scales. But can you find a fish that has scales that the family other fishes in that family don't? Yes. So all you want to do with any fish that you're gonna eat, just confirm if it has fins and scales, and don't let them tell you that the scales is invisible. Micro scales do not fucking count. Kana kind of beat me to it. Like sometimes they'll tell you, yeah, the scales is invisible. Fuck you. Ain't nobody telling me. Remember, you serving the Lord. You ain't serving no fucking invisible shit. And the nigga trying to sell you the fish, so of course he gonna tell you the fucking scales is invisible. Micro scales? So what fucking microscope did he have to find the micro scales? But go ahead, caller. What's the name? Where you calling from, brother? What's going on?
You wildin', man. They don't got you started already.
Yeah. What's going on, brother?
Anthony out of Georgia, the battle axe.
Okay. Okay. Right. The battle axe. I remember now. I remember now. What's up, brother? What's up?
So, living in Florida, and I want to get your thoughts on this.
Hmm.
You, in your community,
Hmm.
you have there's a gay couple, right?
And
They're
what
married
could
and anything like that.
this a hypothetical you talk about? Because you said in my community.
Yeah,
I ain't got no gay niggas in my community. You gotta make
not in
sure
the
you word
not
that
in the
shit.
Israelite
Yeah.
community. Yeah,
You gotta
not
word that
in the
shit right,
Israelite
cause
community.
somebody gonna hear this motherfucking live and they were like, Cap got gay niggas in his community. Don't you say no shit
No,
like that.
no. What I'm saying is that I was just like, you know, what I'm saying, strolling around, and of course we love our brothers in the community, the Israelite community,
Right.
and I was just like, you know, what I'm saying, just had a little thought in my mind because I actually saw these couples, right,
Right.
and they'll Caucasian. Let's say that they're Esau. We just want to put it like that. They're Esau.
Right.
Now, what is your thoughts if you saw that couple and they had adopted a 4-year-old black boy that could be an Israelite?
A gay couple?
Yes,
I'm against that. I mean, I
I am
can't.
too.
Yeah, I'm against that. But in this kingdom, I can't. We couldn't do nothing about it. But I'm against it. Like if you was to take matters
Yeah,
into your own hands, they can get you arrested and stuff like that. But if you asking me if I'm for or against it, I'm against that shit.
yeah.
Hmm.
And what I was saying, I mean, I'm not thinking, I'm not saying to pursue anything like that. It was just just a
Yeah, it's
walk,
a
you know,
shameful
saying
thing to
walking
see.
inside.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
shame.
you see something like because in this kingdom here, you see that you see they do adopt other kids and stuff like that, and people are against those things. But then it's kind of harmful, kind of like if I see something like that, if I ever see that, I'm like, how can I? I mean, I just want to get your thoughts, and
In
as you
this in
already
this
said, you
kingdom,
can't
you
really
can't.
do much
Yeah, in
on it.
this kingdom, you can't do nothing because anybody can adopt
Yeah,
anybody. The only thing that you can
that's
do
true.
is if you observe some type of illegal activity, you can report it. But in this kingdom, unfortunately, you can't, do nothing.
Yeah. And I just wanted to come to my elder like you, and I wanted to ask you that question because a lot of people would probably think something like that, but never had a ask that question: what could we do in a kingdom like this if we see one of our brothers or our kinfolks involved in that type of household? You know what I mean? So it's
Right.
like, man, you know what I mean? Will I be justified, or you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah,
But
no, because in that moment, you would be taking your own
justified, or
vengeance. You would be taking your own vengeance.
yeah,
You know.
that's true.
Yeah, that's a rough one there. My
It
bad,
is
y'all.
a
I
rough one.
have
That's
I
why I
had my
wanted to call you.
Yeah, my bad. I had my Bluetooth on because they couldn't really hear you that good, so I had to switch my Bluetooth off. My bad. But yeah, that's a
See, they interested in hearing that.
Yeah, they want to know.
they they wanted to know that one. That's a good one there, huh?
Yeah, they want to know. Hey, what the fuck Cap talking about? No gays and shit. Like, what are you talking about, man?
Hey, the next thing is that I did try to go on your website, man, on the car gas, but it
Yeah,
keeps directing me to some car windshield replacement,
you
and
clicking
I'm
the
trying
right
to get
link?
that.
You clicking the right link?
Well, I go onto the website, put in
.com.
cargas.com. I know I got some of your oil, and I don't know why this time it just transferred me to some kind of windshield replacement.
No, yeah, because I just went on there on my phone again. Make sure you putting two S's in the name. I could
All
just
right, I'll
I'll
try
just
that.
text you when we get up when you hang up. I'll just text you the link.
Yeah, do that, man, because I want to actually get that frankincense car scent. That's what I want to get.
Okay, yeah. Listen, I started that frankincense, and shout out to my rib for that shit. That's my rib. That's not my idea. I don't want to take credit for no idea.
So you
That,
got a good one, man. There you go.
yeah, I got a good. Oh, she gonna like hearing that shit. Yeah, she came up with the
Big
concept
ups.
of doing the car scent, and so I ordered it. I think like last week or some shit, and I think I done made like 30 of them already. And
All right.
it's
Yeah.
fire. I mean, shit works like a charm. So, but yeah, I'll as
Yeah.
soon as we get off the phone, I'll text it to you.
All right, go ahead and do that now. That's all I
Yep.
want to ask you, man.
All right, no sweat.
All right, man.
All right,
Shalom.
shalom. Let me just text this brother while I'm thinking about it. I just texted to him. All right, hey Cap, can someone's house be haunted? Man, listen, man, I ain't really with. If anything is that okay, the house is not haunted, but who can be? This is a question I'm gonna ask y'all. The house is not haunted, but who is haunted? That's the question. Somebody answer that for me. The house is not haunted. Who is haunted? If you believe in let them evil spirit. Okay, Bayana got it right. The person. You haunted. You got the demon. Demons don't live in houses. Demons live in people. You got the demon in you. That spirit done attached itself to you. And you get haunted. You're the house that gets haunted. The house is not haunted. I wish somebody would tell me go into a haunted house. I go right into that bitch. I don't give a damn. Um, Cremation is not okay for Israelites because that's not our custom. All right. So cremation is not okay. All right. Let me see. There was another question I think I saw. Frankincense is not a Hamite culture. Hamites don't know what to do. Hamites don't know nothing about no fucking hygiene. Hamites don't know nothing about hygiene, smelling good, eating good. I went into this one oil place I go to. It's run by Africans, man. I walked in there and I'm watching like seven niggas. Seven niggas is on the goddamn floor on their knees eating out of the same fucking pot. I ain't never seen that shit in my life. I'm like, what the fuck is they doing? Listen, I love my brothers, but we ain't eating out the same damn pot. You gonna take a scoop that shit, put it on your plate, and go sit your ass down. So, Hamites don't know shit about. Hamites know about eating cow's ass. Hamites know about putting the plate in their lip. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all. I remember my son. I got my oldest boy, 28 years old, right? And so I was in the world. So I'm in the world. He used to have these fucking African friends, Chinadu and something else. That was their name, Chinadu and something else. I can't remember the other one's name. And so I remember them motherfuckers came over to my house one day, man, and I come in the house. The funk that was coming off these fucking little African boys. They was never allowed back in my house. I said, what the fuck is that smell? Like what is like remember in what's that movie with Tay Diggs and then Best Friend? When he was like, what the fuck is that smell? That's how I was in the house. I said, hey man, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. And they couldn't come back in because them motherfuckers stunk. Stunk. Sidebar, what was funny about them little African boys, because Gregory, that's the my son's name. He stayed friends with them and shit. They went to Africa and them niggas said, we ain't never going back to Africa. Yeah, Africa messed up when Africans say, I ain't going back to Africa, because they Americanized now. So they over here, they went back to their motherland, the mother of flies, and they said, man, I ain't going back to no damn Africa. So Africans don't know nothing about smell good. They don't know what to do. Israelites get a hold of that Frank and Myrrh, them body butters, and all that. We know what to do with that. Y'all gotta be careful with letting them Hamites braid your hair too. Yeah, them Hamites, yeah, they could braid rice. That's how good they are braiding hair, but they don't give a damn about your hair. Salakia. All right, so now let me see if there was any questions that I missed. God damn it. Let me see. This might not be a call. This might be I don't know that number. Um, so but I wanted to finish highlighting the get out part, right? Frankincense and myrrh does come from the continent of Africa, I believe. That's correct. But that don't listen, lions come from Africa. It's a lot of shit that come from Africa. Don't mean that Africans know what to do with it. Hey Cap, is it a bad thing to see so-called UFOs all the time? Listen, man, listen. When it comes to because the word Messiah is used in Hebrew for several, can there be a lesser or greater Messiah or just Jesus? No, okay, so Shug, you asking a good question, right? Because the word Messiah or anointed or Mashiach is used for Hebrew for several, can there be a lesser or greater? You don't want to look at it as lesser or greater. You just want to understand that Messiah, the Lord can use any Messiah to do his bidding. I believe even a heathen, like I think Cyrus was called anointed. So that's why when it talks about Christ, when it says he has a name written that no man knew but he himself, because Jesus or Yahushua was a common name. So a lot of people like to think that Jesus is the only one with that name. But Jesus in Greek is Joshua in the Old Testament. So now Joshua and Jesus, those are common names. Even when Jesus was there was another man named Jesus. You got in the book of Ecclesiasticus, it's some people say Sirach bar Jesus, Sirach son of Jesus. So Jesus was a common name. So just like Jesus is a common name, because Messiah is used, you don't want to look at it as lesser or greater, because they're all great because they're doing the work of the Most High. Now we call Christ greater because that's what the scriptures say. So you want to look at it like that. Um, so with the whole get out thing, the psychological effect of that statue. Hold on, y'all. This is my daughter. Hold on a second. Hey, what's up, baby girl? No, I'm in the gym. I'm doing a live stream right now so everybody can hear you. I'm joking. They can't hear you. I took you off speaker. What's up? I'm about to go in the gym. I ain't getting that shit. Let me wait. Hold on a sec. Hold on a sec. Hey, y'all. Hey, go ahead, talk, baby girl.
I need you to get my package.
No, I got you live now. I switched you to the live stream now so everybody can hear you. Hey, this my oldest. I still call her baby girl, but this is my oldest daughter. This the one that when we was at the cookout, I think you said you had a 5 head or something like that,
Oh,
right?
oh my gosh.
I'm just messing. I'm just messing. All right, you can go now, baby girl. This my like my favorite. I love you, baby girl.
Okay,
All
bye.
right, bye bye. That's my daughter, y'all. So the psychological damage of that statue is what they're saying with that statue. That statue exists so that black men can know that you'll always be falling and you'll never get out. What statue of defeat has ever been made for a white man or a white woman? Can somebody show me? Somebody show me. Somebody look this up. Maybe y'all can find this. It's like, where in history has a statue been made to represent defeat? And I ain't talking about a statue by the enemy, because like let's say if the Egyptians go into war with the Nubians and the Egyptians make a statue of their defeat for the Nubians, of course that statue would show the Nubians in defeat. But the Egyptians are not going to make a statue about themselves in defeat. Neither the Nubians, neither the Romans, neither is Americans. Nobody's going to make a statue about defeat. So why would they make this statue for a black man about him being defeated? The movie, the part about him falling, that's not even the end. They don't even give him a victorious statue. You know why? Because they don't want a black man to feel like he could ever be victorious. They never give you. You know why? Let me tell you something. All you got to do is look this up in Marvel. Do you know why Marvel created the Black Panther? Who knows why Marvel created Black Panther? Somebody help me out. Somebody help me out. Why did Marvel create the Black Panther? Somebody help me out. Let me see. Let me see if somebody is on it to suppress. Nope. Not to suppress the real Black Panthers. Nope. Nope. Because it wasn't to suppress it, because Magneto and Professor X was catered after Martin and Malcolm. So now, why were they to make them forget? Nope. Truth remain. Nope. Come on, somebody tell me why they created the Black Panther. Now, when I give y'all this answer, it's going to blow your mind, so they can give black people something. No. Well, they did give black people something. To hide information? No. So now, I'm going to give it to y'all. I told y'all. So y'all be tricking me. That's what I want to tell y'all. That's damn near 37 minutes. I said I wasn't going to be on it. But anyway, so I'm going to hip y'all to something. So now, think about all the superheroes, right? You got Captain America. You got Superman. You got Batman and Robin. You got Aquaman. Give me a couple other ones. You got all these. And now, before Panther, you had Luke Cage, who was a jive talking cat in America. So the black superheroes that they was giving black people was all like jive talking, not super duper intelligent, all like that. And then we got Black Panther. Black Panther was a cat, lived in a secret heaven, had material and minerals that nobody could ever defeat them. They had all the technology, all of that shit. But where they lived was not a real place. And so what they did for black people was they gave you a great superhero, but a superhero that you can never attain to, because there is no place called Wakanda. There is no place called a Black Panther. There is no mineral called, what was the mineral? Vibranium. So everything, so as people go to believe in Captain America, it inspires them to be American, to wear that shield, to eat right, live right, act right, XYZ, because as long as I do like that, I can build up America. As much Wakandan as you doing, you ain't building up no goddamn Wakanda. It's make-believe. And the reason why Marvel did that is because they could not give you a superhero that could inspire you to overthrow your condition. to inspire you to change your condition. Even that stupid ass movie, that Black Panther, that first Black Panther was such a horrible movie for black people. Such a horrible movie. What they did was continuously vilify. Let me make sure this phone ain't getting hot. Let me put this damn AC on. What they did with that Black Panther was totally rock niggas to sleep. Listen, they had, remember, so now think about this. You had the American black and you had an African black. The American black, they made him a villain. The American black, they let him shoot his own woman. And you know why they had him shoot his woman? So in the movie, you think he's shooting his woman because he about the cause. But in real life, the psychology is teaching black women, don't stand by that nigga because he'll kill you for his cause. Let that sizzle in your spirit. Let it sizzle deep down in your soul. They made it seem like only African blacks are the good blacks. Black American blacks are not the good blacks. And then at the end, you know the American black had to die. You know why he had to die? Because as strong as he is, whatever mission black people put together, they let you know that shit gonna fail. And the only one that's gonna work is if you work with everybody. That's it. And that's what Get Out did. That's what Obama did when Obama said that black men, you're failing if you're not supporting Kamala Harris. Now, at the outset, Kamala Harris is supposed to be a black woman, even though we know she's not. Here's how they psychologically are messing up black men. Kamala Harris is married to a whole white man, but they want black men to support her. Now, flip that shit. If that presidential candidate was a black man named Andrew Young. Andrew Young is a black man running for president. On his arm is a white woman. Would they be telling black women to support this black man? Let that sizzle in your spirit. Would there be an outcry to black women that you got to support this black man to put him in office if he was married to a white woman? But they will tell you that black men got to support black women no matter what. You know what also black men got to do? Black men got to support white women no matter what. Black men got to support white men no matter what. Black men are the one species on the planet Earth that can be beat down to powder and it's still not enough. To where we have to ignore common sense. So we got to ignore that she's married to a white man and then support her. And you know what would be a talking point for black women? They would say, if he got that white woman on his arm, what is that teaching other black men? That's teaching other black men to get a white woman. Well, if Kamala, that y'all saying is black, has a white man on her arm, what is that teaching young black girls? Get you a white man. But I'm not supposed to use common sense. I'm just supposed to vote for Kamala Harris because she's about the black cause. You can never be about the black cause putting white rod inside of you. White rod, white sperm, white tongue, white everything inside of you. And you can never tell me you black. Just like a black man can't. Nah, you ain't wrong for wanting to be president. It just ain't going to happen, Cotty. Now, just like a black man could never be black, talking to that white woman. Because when you take any coaches, I teach this all the time. When you take you take a man and a woman, regardless of race, you take a man and a woman, when you put them together, that one flesh is always going to occur. And so what it means when when two people join together, no matter what, when you join, you're going to join your beliefs, you're going to join your thoughts, you're going to join your ways, you're going to join your conscience. No matter how high or low it is, you're going to join it together. So if a black person gets with a white person, you're going to join them. And right now, when black men and black women join white people, Do you always notice that they become more white than the other person then the other person becomes more black? And I'm not talking about the way they look. I'm not even talking about the way they talk. Cause like they'll say, nah, cause when I get with my white woman, she start talking black. She get the slang. That ain't what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is what you give your spirit to, how you conduct yourself, how you act. That's just facts. Like, and Art King, you can always call in, and since you saying that what I'm saying is garbage, let me put the number in the chat since you don't see it pinned at the top. If anybody think what I'm saying is garbage, by all means, you can call in. This is the phone number to call in. I just put the phone number in. Cap, do you know the 5 characters of the non-threatening black man in Hollywood? A homosexual for sure is one. You have to give me the other 4. Zachary the Hartner. I just put the phone number in the chat. I was about to end this live. Oh, let me see. Caller, what's your name? Where you calling from?
Yo, what's going on, Cap? My name's Trey. I'm calling from Jersey City, man. Home sweet home.
Oh, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like my Jersey City, man. What's up, brother?
Not much, man. Hell yeah, man. I got to call and chop it up with you real quick. I just had a quick question, man, on the same topic that you were discussing on live. I grew up in Jersey City. You know how big the Jersey City. I grew up in Duncan Projects, like a huge melting pot, Jersey City. You know how that shit goes.
Yeah. My mother grew up in Duncan Projects.
Bro, like I don't know if you've been there recently, but that shit is completely different, bro.
Yeah,
like completely different.
Yeah, they had, because I know they had tore down what the old projects looking kind of like revamped it. So I do know that.
Hell yeah, like it's way different. Ain't the same, man. But you from where I'm from, so you know how like big of a melting pot Jersey City is, man. And I grew up with a couple of white dudes. Went to 39 school. We all grew up in the same, we ate the same foods, hung around the same people, played the same sports. They ate at my house, I ate at their house. There are some people, in my opinion, where I grew up. I was born 93. I'm only 30 years old. I grew up. I'm super young in respect to you.
Gotcha.
But I grew up, I'm saying, around a couple of thoroughbred white dudes. Like, we did all the same shit together. And I know for a fact that they would give me the shit off their back in negative degree weather if I needed that shit. Like, how far do you think, in your opinion, does cultural influence and just you being a product of where you come from, how deeply does that like entrench into your character, and as opposed to you just being a white dude and in times of need they're gonna side with their race, as opposed to the
you could take that same real life example and then you can apply it to like a black person that grows up around white people. A black person, because it's because at that point, hold on one second, all right? Hold on one second.
No, no sweat.
All right. Hey, caller, hold on one second, all right?
All right.
All right, so what you're saying, brother, is that is environmental. Because if you take a black person, put him around white people, take a black person, put him around Chinese people, he's going to act and think according to the environment that he grew up in. So it's not even so much because they're white, they're doing this. Y'all just grew up together. So if you knew each other for 30 years, you're going to have a relationship that's different than the normal interaction between blacks and whites. And so that's just environmental. Now, the way that they are would not be indicative of the entire race of people. That's just them. That's why when we say like white men or white people are evil, we're not talking about every single individual. It's a general statement of what they are reputationally. It's not like you can't find a good white person here, a good white, but normally they're not like that. And the only reason those white people, the white people that you just said, the only reason they're not like that is because they grew up around y'all. That's all that is.
Okay, all right, perfect. I just need a little clarity on that, because I was listening to you and I was like, that shit was hitting home, but like from my subconscious, like I knew 2-3 white dudes that grew up in the same projects that we grew up.
But do this for me. Don't let those 2-3 white people cloud your judgment on white people. Like Muhammad Ali, I think it was Muhammad Ali that said this. Muhammad Ali said an excellent point. He said, if there are 1,000 snakes coming at my door, 800 of them are poisonous, 200 are not poisonous. Do I leave the door open so that the 200 non-poisonous can come in, or do I just close the door on all of them? You close the door on all of them because it's your house. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm not taking away from those 3 white friends that you grew up with and you might be cool with them, but they're not the norm.
Right.
They're the anomaly.
Right. Absolutely. I just want to get clarity on that,
No
man,
sweat.
because my subconscious like it's conflicting with my reality. Like I know deep down, like yo, it's black over everything. But
Right.
where I grew up, these 2, 3 white dudes, they treated me better than some motherfucking black kids that I grew up with. I'm
Yeah.
saying like better than cousins. Like these people
Right.
are just people at the end of the day. Like how far does race?
Just always remember you're looking at it from a nation position, not from an individual position. Now you
Right.
understand
Oh
that,
hell yeah,
you'll be straight.
absolutely. Yeah.
Yep.
I
You
need no
understand.
clarity on that, man. But I appreciate you.
Hey, no sweat, brother. Anytime.
Nah, thank you, man. Home sweet home. I appreciate you, man. Keep
All right.
putting on for Jersey City, man. Looking out,
Damn
Pat.
right. All right, no sweat, brother. Shalom.
All right.
Next caller, Franklin Xavier.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, go ahead. What you got?
Hello?
Yeah, hello. What's up?
Yeah, man. I was just calling to see, man, what script do you have any scripture or video to disprove the fallen angel thing, like Satan fell from heaven and all that?
Yeah.
I know you talked about it in the past. I just don't know like
I
what video or
I don't know if we have a direct video devoted to the subject. Usually people call in and we give them a couple of scriptures, right? So you can go to Job, the first chapter, right? When you read Job,
okay.
the first chapter, you'll see that Satan came before the Lord. So when they tell you Satan got kicked out, you can say, well, why is Satan now up here with the Lord? That's a perfect example. Because
Okay.
Satan should not be up in heaven with the Lord if they got kicked out of heaven.
Right.
Real
But
talk.
he probably gonna use that what's that scripture would it be like he damn, what's that scripture? He wore like a lion,
He roared like a
something like
lion.
he in the earth like a lion or something like that. Like
Yeah, but Satan is.
basically like he everywhere or something like that. So
Job answers that too. So when you read Job, when it says because Satan, I know the scripture you're talking about. Like I'm gonna see if I can find
yeah.
it. I'm gonna see if I can find it for that's in the scripture you're talking about is in the New Testament. And so when it
Okay.
said, let me see if I get it for you real fast.
He go to and fro in the earth or something like that.
Yeah, but
After he spoke to
before we get to that part, I want
that's
to.
in Job, I
Yeah, no,
think.
no, that is in Job, but the scripture that you're talking about, um, to devour, I believe that's in the New Testament. The reason why I was going to go right back to Job, because Satan was going to and fro in the earth when the Lord asked him, where was you at? And Satan
Right.
says, to and fro in the earth. So now we know that Satan's always been up and down in the earth, doing what the Lord
Mm-hmm.
said. Go to 1 Chronicles 21:1.
Okay.
I want you to go to two places. You're going to go to 1 Chronicles, I believe it's 21 and
First
1. Yep.
Chronicles.
You're going to go to 1 Chronicles 21 and 1. And then I'm going to go bring you right to second Genesis, the 6th chapter. We'll break that down. And then that'll help you out. Let me make sure it's 20. Yeah.
And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel.
Yeah, that's the one. So now you see how that verse says, and Satan stood up against Israel, right? Now, go to 2 Samuel 24 and 1.
Okay. 24. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to go number Israel and Judah.
So who had him number the children of Israel? Who had David do it?
The Lord.
Okay, how did he do
The
it?
Lord.
How did he do it?
No,
you read how he did it. Read Chronicles 21 and 1.
And he moved David.
Wait,
no. Said Chronicles.
Yeah, so when you read 2 Samuel,
yes, 2 Samuel says to move David down.
Wait, no, not the move David part, because we already know David is numbering the people, right? We already know that, right?
Right.
So now, 2 Chronicles 24 and 1 says the anger of the Lord was kindled and moved David to do it, right?
1 Chronicles 20.
No. Stay with me. 2 Samuel 24 and 1 reads like this. And again, the anger of the Lord was kindled against Israel, and he moved David against them to say, go and number Israel and Judah. So 2 Samuel 24 and 1 says the Lord did it, right?
Right.
Now, First Chronicles 21:1 says, and Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. So now, who made David? So now you gotta ask the Christian, who made David number the children of Israel? They're gonna say God did it, and they're not wrong. But then you're gonna ask them, how did he do it? And the only answer,
he used Satan. Yeah.
Shalom. So now if Satan is doing what God said, how can Satan be fighting against God? You got to make them answer that. And what's beautiful part about that is it's right in the text. So you don't have to say they can't say, well, you putting Satan there. No, you ain't putting Satan there. Satan is not an adversary against God. Satan is an adversary against us. So people don't really understand life. This is life. Life is a test. Life is the test if you're going to serve the Most High or be against the Most High. And the Lord can use any spirit he wants to determine if you're worthy of your obedience or if you're going to fall by the wayside. Now, let's go to Genesis, the 6th chapter. We'll wrap this up. Go to Genesis 6.
Okay.
All right, Genesis, I'm going to read it.
I'm on the phone, so I can get that pretty fast.
You're kind. Perfect. It says, and it came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth that daughters were born unto them. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men that they were fair. They took them wives of all they chose. So now they teach that this sons of God in this verse is talking about angels, right?
Right.
So now let's go by their logic only. So by their logic, it's only angels and women, right?
Right.
I'm going to read the next verse. It says, and the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. What's wrong with that verse with the Christian logic? Read the verse, and then tell me, based on the Christians saying this is angels and women.
My spirit shall not strive with man, for that he is his days shall be... I don't understand that one, Cap. You gotta.
No sweat. I got you. I'm gonna blow your mind.
I ain't even gonna waste your time.
No. That's fine. Now watch it blow your mind. If they're saying that the sons of God are angels and they're having sex with women, why in the very next verse is he striving with men? We have nothing to do with this conversation. You got to tell a Christian that. If in this dialogue, the Lord should only be angry at the angels in heaven and the women on earth. The men are innocent. We can't fight angels. Angels just down here having sex with all the women on the planet. Why is he mad at us? Unless when it says, and he shortened our days. What did men do that he got to shorten our days? Men couldn't have done nothing unless we're the sons of God that it's talking about. And then ask them.
Right.
And then ask them, is Adam a son of God? They're going to say, yeah. So is Seth a son of God? They're going to say, yeah. Is his sons of God? They're going to say, yeah. And you walk them right down to it. Now I'm going to keep reading, right? So now you see verse 3, it says strive with man, right?
Right.
So now it says, Yep. So verse 4, it says, there were giants in the earth in those days, and also that when the sons of God came unto the daughters of men, that they bare them children, the same became mighty men, which were of old, men of renown. Verse 5, and God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, that every imagination of their thoughts of his heart was evil continually. Does it say God saw the wickedness of angels?
Nah, it don't.
But it should though, right?
It should, because it said the son. But can I just use that scripture that say we gods or something like that?
Yeah, of course. That goes right along with it. What I'm trying to do in Genesis.
Because he might just say, well, it says God, bro. And, because I have a homie, we kind of discuss these things. He kind of go against the camps, and I kind of stick up for the camps. IUS, UBK, Sakari, all y'all. Because I just, I know y'all got different.
No, that's fine.
Watching y'all for years.
So when you bring up that we are sons, we are called gods, you're correct. What I'm trying to help you do is just understand in this whole Genesis the 6th chapter, the
Yeah,
Lord's
yeah,
the Lord's only issue is with men. The Lord does not have an
mm-hmm.
issue with angels because angels
Yeah.
don't disobey. Another good scripture that somebody put up in the chat.
Verse 5 is a good scripture. I mean,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, because he saw the wickedness of man. Verse 5, excuse me, this is
in the
another
earth. Yeah.
right. This is another good scripture that a brother put in the chat. This is Psalms 103 and 20. It says, "Bless the
Mm-hmm.
Lord, ye his angels that excel in his strength, that do his commandments and hearken to his word." Right? Now, there's another verse
Mm-hmm.
in the Apocrypha I'm gonna give you. This is Ecclesiasticus, the 39th chapter. So you're gonna go to the Apocrypha. You're gonna go to
I got that. Yeah.
You're gonna go to Ecclesiasticus 39 and 21.
39,
I'm sorry, not 39 and 29.
21,
39 and 28.
28. Oh, I got this one bookmarked.
Yeah.
There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out the force and appease the wrath of them that made them.
Now, for time's sake, go read verse 31.
31. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is.
Mm.
And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word.
You see how it said they shall rejoice at his commandment? Because angels don't
Yeah.
disobey the Lord. Now, lastly, when you
Angels
read,
don't, yeah.
that's right. Now, lastly, here's how you can absolutely blow the Christian's mind. When you read that story of Job, ask them two questions: who thought about Job, and who sent Satan to punish Job? Make sure you ask them.
Right.
Make sure you ask them them two questions, because everybody knows about the story of Job, but what people don't pay attention to is that Satan was not thinking about Job at all. Satan didn't even know Job. The Lord brought Job up, and then
Job, yeah.
Satan responded to the Lord's question. And then Satan said, "But if you take everything from him, he'll curse thee." And then then the Lord is the one that said, "Everything is in your power, just don't kill him." So Satan obeyed God. Satan did everything God said. He never
Said,
disobeyed God. It's just now the problem be with Christians is that
I think they try to say that they had a fight. I was telling her, man, I remember reading the old. I don't remember reading about no fight
that
in heaven.
you can't read about no fight in the Old Testament. You can read about a fight in the New Testament, but that's not talking about the angel Satan. So in Revelations 12 and 9, um, it says there was war in heaven. So in Revelations 12 and 9, when it says,
And the great dragon
no, I'm
was
sorry,
cast out. That old.
Yeah, Revelations 12 and 7 says, and there was war in heaven. Michael and his
Mhm.
angels fought against the dragon, and the dragon fought and his angels. So now that's where you can read about that. Now here's how you cut them on that. You got to ask them, did Satan fall from heaven one time? They're going to say yes. So if Satan fell from heaven one time, why in this futuristic event is Satan falling from heaven again?
Again.
Why in this futuristic event is Satan fighting against the Lord in heaven again if they already fought? You got to make them like you got to That's why like ISUBK stands for Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You got to make it practical to them. Satan should not be up there in
Oh,
heaven.
okay, yeah, I didn't know that's what that.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it means. Yeah, so
All
you
right.
got to make it
Just a
practical.
break there. Okay.
Yeah, so you got
Yeah.
to make it practical to them. Satan can't be in heaven fighting against God again if he already got kicked out of heaven.
Yeah,
How
how
could
you
he?
got kicked
Yeah,
out.
how could he make it? So the Satan in this
Hmm.
verse, when you read verse 9, it says, and that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. So this is not even the angel Satan. This is the serpent that's called the devil, that's called Satan. So those are titles or names that's on him. That's not the angel. That's the serpent from the
Hmm.
garden, which is the so-called white man. That's all.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you go, Cap. I know you got to go work out, man. I really appreciate you got that pre-workout in, man. I know you jittery. I just got one more question. I really appreciate that the scriptures. I'm gonna go back and watch it again and go over it again and everything. Um,
we also had another debate, well, like a discussion. He don't believe he believed Adam and Eve was the first people, and I try to tell him I believe what the camps teach as far as the Adam and Eve thing, because if I go by your logic, it sounds like incest. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't think God would do that. You know what I mean?
Right. Wait,
So
wait,
do
wait.
you
Say,
have any
wait, wait, wait,
videos on that?
wait. So you all you for the Adam and
Because
Eve
he
thing.
tried to say,
I
it's
got you. I
only
got
Adam
you,
and Eve,
brother.
and then
I got you, brother. I got you. Trust me. So with
mhm.
the Adam and Eve thing, right? This is what you do. This is how simple this one is. Um, hold on one second. Because I'm hold on. I gotta fix something real fast.
To me, that's one of the greatest things the Israelites, the camps kind of prove, like besides us being Israel and all that,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the beginning of the book. It's literally like,
So this
if you
what you
can't get this right,
right. So this is what you do, right?
mm,
I'm just trying to fucking fix this thing. All you gotta do. Okay. All you gotta do is just ask them when Cain killed Abel, right?
mm,
Ask them when he said, "All that see me shall slay me." Ask them who that was. Just ask them that.
okay, yeah, I ask him. I hope he don't say, well, the Lord created Adam out of dirt, so he probably just created more people out the dirt, and I
No,
don't.
no. And I'm not finished. So when you ask them, so you got two witnesses. So Cain says, "The burden is too much. All that see me shall slay me." Why did the Lord put a mark on Cain? That's my question to you.
He killed his brother.
No, no, that ain't why he put a mark on Cain.
Um, I thought that was why.
No, he kicked
Then
him
he
out.
said,
No,
whoever
no, no.
found
He kicked him out of the garden for killing Cain. I mean, not the garden. I'm sorry.
hmm,
He kicked him out and separated him from the house for killing Cain. But I'm asking you,
hmm,
why did he put the mark on Cain?
I'm not sure. I'm not even sure.
Okay,
I
let's
thought
read
that
it.
was why.
No. Let's read it. Let's go to. So this is Genesis 4 and 13. So now I'm gonna read
On there.
verse 11. It says, "Now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened
Okay.
her mouth to receive my brother's blood from thy hand." Excuse me, thy brother. Verse 12. "When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto her strength. A fugitive and vagabond shalt thou be in the earth." That's Cain's punishment for killing Abel.
Okay.
Now,
Okay.
I asked you,
You do.
why did he put the mark on him? This is why he put the mark on him. Verse 13.
Mm,
"And Cain said unto my Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. I shall be a fugitive and vagabond in the earth, and it shall come to pass that everyone that findeth me shall slay me." So now this is Cain pleading with the Lord, saying they're going to kill me when they know that I killed my brother. Verse 15. "And the Lord said unto him, Therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him." The mark was so that they would not kill him, and if they did, vengeance would be put on him, because the
that
Lord
was
wanted his
sevenfold.
judgment to set forth. Now, what that means is that the Lord honored that other people could see Cain and knew what Cain would do. So you got Cain knowing that there was other people on the planet, and the Lord knowing that there was other people on the planet. And
Other
then
people on the
Cain
planet.
and then Cain went and got a wife.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You can't get a wife.
That was my whole thing. That he found somebody, a wife in a land where nobody
Yeah,
was.
you
Allegedly,
can't.
it's only a
Yeah,
couple
you
people
can't.
here.
hmm You can't get a wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's good, Cal. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go do some more reading though, man. I really appreciate it. I need to start calling in more, man. I be sitting there just looking, and I never call in.
No sweat, brother. I appreciate it. Now I got to go now.
Already.
All right, no sweat.
So,
All right, shalom. All right, y'all. Y'all tricked me, made me give y'all 70 minutes. I'm about to roll. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Until next time, shalom.